It is Christmas in January after almost 2 years of waiting. We finally get the product we need. This, my friend, is the 2025 Peplink Enterprise SD switch. And I am ecstatic about this thing. We've been waiting for a new switch hardware for, like I said, almost 2 years. And we finally get to lay hands on it. I had some set up at the summit, but we didn't really get to play with them. And so they are now available, and we get to do a box opening and talk about this product. So this is the 24-port enterprise switch. It's much, much smaller and lighter than our old 24-port switches. It's going to be very nice on the rack. In the box, you're going to get the box, a quick start guide, and we get a box of goodies. The box of goodies is going to give us a power supply, rack ear screws, and feet if we want to put it on a table, which I guess some people do. This switch is a 24-port, 1 gigabit PoE plus, 2.5 gigabit PoE plus, and 10 gigabit SFP. You have 16 1 gigabit PoE plus ports, 8 2.5 gigabit PoE plus ports, and then 4 10 gigabit SFP plus ports. So the old 24-port switch only had 2 10 gigabit ports, which basically allowed you only to do the uplinks. You couldn't plug into any other devices. We also have 8 2.5 gigabit ports. This is amazing for like your AP/AXs, or if you're running VLAN as WAN, you can plug this into any of our domes that are 2.5 gigabit interfaces, giving you more throughput on your 5G connectivity. So we got the 2.5 gig interfaces and the 1 gig interfaces. If we pull up the data sheet, we'll see kind of here's an outline. The first 16 ports are 1 gigabit. The second, the last 8 ports are 2.5 gigabit PoE plus AT. And then we have our 4 10 gigabit SFP plus ports. And you'll see here that it's also, we've got 152 gigabits per second switch capacity, packet forwarding rate of 216 megabits Mbps, 16,000 address table, 1 internal 480 watt PSU. The system only uses 38 watts, giving you basically 450 watts of, or 442 watts of power. 410 watt PoE budget. Our ordering scheme for this is going to be the PLS 24H2G410W, and you get the specifications right there. So it supports Prime Care A. A couple things to note. Single PSU, that is different than the previous generation switches. We do have dual PSU switches on the roadmap. The other thing too is these by default are going to come as access untagged. These are enterprise class switches with a new chipset. And so we're going to a more uniform standard based on that. And so when these come out of the box, these are going to be access untagged. So even if you add VLANs via in-control to these, you need to go in and trunk your VLANs or set your VLANs a per port basis. So just understand that. Let's jump into in-control and I'll show you a couple of those things. So in in-control, I've got my 24-port switch. It's going to start with in-control 2.0 1031. So these first four ports I have set up as my VLAN as WAN ports. I really should have set those up on the last 4 ports because those are my 2.5 gigabit ports. And so you can see here, if I go to show port list, you'll see here's my Ethernet ports. There's my PoE draw. Auto 1 gigabit. I've set to access, you can see my 3003 right there. If you click edit, you can come in here and edit all of these ports right out of the box. And so you'll see right here what I've done is I go trunk, custom, and then I selected my LAN VLANs. And on my internet, my VLAN as WAN, I just set them as access with VLANs WAN 1, WAN 2, WAN 3, and WAN 4. But if you notice here, there's no trunk all. It is now trunk custom, and you can select all, clear all, and select just the VLANs you want. The other thing you can do is set your PVID, primary VLAN ID. And so here I can say trunk all of these ports, but set my primary VLAN ID as the NDI network, or my guest network, or my staff network. So an untagged device that plugs into this port is going to show up as staff or untagged. If I come down to port 17, there's my 2.5 gigabit full duplex. So you see that right there. So I've got 10, 100, 1, and then 2.5 gigabit full duplex. So that's super nice there. So we're gonna have our interface settings, our VLAN settings. The default is gonna be access untagged out of the box. So you're gonna have to set your VLAN options. There's no UI for management with firmware 2.0.0. They're going to be releasing that in a future firmware, but it's a whole new chipset. So make sure that you've got these things registered and in control and ready to program, because if you just log into the web UI, you're only going to see a status page with the status of the switch ports. You're not going to be able to program them. So that's only programmable and in control. There we go. This is the old 48 port switch in comparison to the new one. So much, much heavier. Has the integrated arms, which some people hated this feature. So you can see same width, not significantly shallower, which gives more space. So you have, several inches shorter. Single PSU input. So you can see that right there. This one has the cooling fans on the side instead of the back. So it's going to side vent. And then you have your new switch layout. So you can kind of see the difference between the two 48 port switches. We have a third switch that is the 24 port rugged, which we're hoping to have today, but will probably come in on Monday. And that one will have dual DC power supply support. So you'll actually be able to have dual PSUs on the 24 port rugged. So let's pull up the 48 port in control. Well, let me go to the details. Okay, so the 48 port switch, once again, 32 1 gigabit, 16 2.5 gigabits PoE plus 802.3 AT, 4 10 gigabit SFP plus ports, single PSU. We have 224 gigabits per second of switch capacity, 318 Mbps for packet forwarding rate, 32,000 MAC address table, 900 watt PSU internally, consumes 65 watts, and 740 watts for the PoE budget. It weighs 10.8 pounds, and the part number is going to be the PLS 48 H2G740 watt, or W, and then you're going to be on the Prime B, Prime Care B, or Prime Care B plus B for the 48 port switch. You can buy these on buypeplink.com. We have a limited availability. We're trying to fulfill orders right now, but you'll be able to back order these, and they are going to be shipping on a first come, first served basis. So go to buypeplink.com, order your switches now, and I look forward to being able to show you these in production installs, as well as show you the new rugged switch when it comes in next week. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.